Yeah, great to be back in the Huntsman Center after a couple weeks on the road at Montana and then at Colorado State. And I'm very proud of the way we responded coming out of practice Monday and then Tuesday. It's a tough time of year with finals and all those type of things, the stress that are put on these young women. So we had a great practice yesterday, not so much on Monday, but great practice yesterday, good shoot around today. And they focused in on the game plan. We put together good 40 minutes of basketball. And that's something I've been preaching to these guys is we've got to put a full game together. People ask, what did you tell them or what was the adjustment to make you guys go on the run? And it was simple. It was one word. It was decide. When these young women decide they want to be that team, they can be. When they decide to go through the motions, they can be that team too. I'm going to be here coaching them up, whatever team they want to decide to be. I know the one I like coaching. I know the team that they like having fun together with, but it requires and it comes at a cost. And you got to be willing to just be the tougher team, whether it's rebounding, setting screens, diving on the loose ball on the floor. And so once we decided to do that, things started opening up and we started to play freely, and it was fun. I think somebody in the crowd after the game told me, said, hey, the difference in 3 weeks is like watching you guys, the players, like their body language, their chemistry, their smiling, their cohesiveness. It's like, yeah, it's a work in progress. It's like we're always going to try to progress to be better, and I think this was the right step in the right direction as we get ready for our next game against Northwestern, and then even bigger, getting ready for the Big 12. So extremely proud of the 40 minutes that they put together today.
Gavin, that first quarter, kind of a little jumbled. Was there that decision in between the first and second quarter where that kind of came together and everybody there, or was there any conversations to change, or was it just Lonnie hitting shots? Was it LA hitting shots? Like what kind of led to that?
Yeah, I think the first media timeout, I talked about it. And then in between the quarter, I literally wrote the word on the whiteboard. I mean, some of these guys are visual learners, so they had to not just hear me, they had to see it, like decide. And they did. But it's not something I did, it's something they did. They were like, you know what, let's go. Let's get together, let's go. I know Reese was in foul trouble, so it's like next man up. And these two just were like, all right, let's go. Let's play at some pace. Let's be fearless. Let's take some great shots, and then let the results fall where they may. But again, we preach process, and that's all I don't talk about winning. It's like process. Let's go. And, I was joking with Maddie and Lonnie yesterday, like, go be great today. Oh, it worked. Yeah. There you go.
Speaking of Maddie, what's kind of her condition right now? How's she doing?
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly the extent of the injury. I'll probably find out a little bit more tonight. But Maddie's a warrior, man. She plays so hard on both ends of the floor. And, she's dealing with, being a fifth-year senior and playing a lot of basketball games at a high level. So it falls upon us. We have a great training staff. We have a great sports performance team. So they're going to try to get her as healthy as possible for the next game, whenever that may be. And hopefully, I'm counting on her. She'll probably be ready to go on Sunday. If they allow her to play, she will. So she's just a tough kid.
For LA and Lonnie, a big thing heading into the season was physicality for you guys, and neither one of you guys played in the Big 12 with the physicality last season. But there's been some games early in this season where it's been very physical on both sides of the ball. How would you guys assess your guys' physicality up until this point in the season?
I think we're taking it day by day, like we're trying to learn. I mean, we have, 2-3 weeks until the Big 12, so it's going to be a wake-up call for us. But, I mean, we've gone through it. Syracuse, we did it with UConn, we did it with UW. So I think our team is starting to learn and use that physicality to our advantage. But 2-3 weeks, man, it's go time with that physicality in the Big 12. And, if I have faith in anybody, I have faith in our team.
I feel like we've grown as a team for sure. And also just our competitiveness, I feel like that comes with physicality as well. So I think we just grown as a team, especially coming out of the 3 losses we had from Connecticut and also Washington. But I feel like we've just grown as a team, and our physicality, especially in practices, has been at an all-time high. And especially going into Big 12, I think that's going to translate very well.
On the first few games of the season, your shots weren't falling the way that you're used to seeing. the last few, obviously, that's changed, and especially tonight. Has there anything changed in your game, or is it just kind of that shoot type mentality? Kind of walk us through like how that's kind of developed for you.
I mean, no shooter's perfect. I don't think Steph Curry started his season with 100% from the line, but I got in the gym. I mean, I had a conversation with Gavin, and he said you find your confidence in your reps. So I just got in the gym. I lived there for 2 weeks, and I guess I figured it out. So I'm going to carry that with me for the rest of the season.
LA, being a freshman's tough, right? There's a lot coming at you. It's a different style of game, but it seems like the last few games you've really kind of hit a different confidence level. Where are you at right now, and do you feel like the game's, I don't want to say slowing down, I feel like that's cliche, but like, do you feel like it's changed for you?
I don't think the game's changed. I think my mentality has. My mentality starting off, I was really just nervous, and I just played that way, and I feel like that's why my first games looked like that. But I just told myself that my mentality needs to change, and especially in practice as well, and then that just helps me play the way I've been playing for the past 2-3 games.
And can I piggyback? LA is one hell of a worker. I mean, when she buys in, that kid is unstoppable. So I want to give kudos to LA because from game one till now, she's a different player in my opinion. And not many freshmen can do that. And not many freshmen can just turn around in the middle of season and just be like, I'm Utah's point guard and I'm going to push the ball. That's hard to do. So kudos to LA.
Thanks, man.
Clowns.
Thanks, man.
Gavin, you've talked a lot about getting Kyra back up to speed with being away from the game for over a year now.
Yep.
And tonight it seemed like it was clicking a little bit more for her than it has in previous games. Where would you say she's at in terms of getting back up to, full speed, so to speak, with the season and stuff?
Yeah, I think we're kind of at that moment when it's happening. She had a phenomenal practice yesterday. We have our whiteboard stats that we chart every single day. We don't harp on it too much to these guys because it is what it is. I think it's displayed on the monitor in their locker room, but I look at it every day, and she won our whiteboard yesterday. So she had a great practice, so it's no coincidence that she shows up and she comes down with 8 boards and 15 points. It's like that's a direct correlation to you practiced how with the mindset how you're going to play, and that just translates. So I think it's happening, and I think we're going to need more of that, especially on Sunday with Northwestern because old Big Ten foe. She's going to be used to them; they're going to be used to her. So it's like go to work, and so we believe in her. We also believe in Evie and Sam coming off the bench, and then we had a bright spot in Cam Mafua tonight coming in off the bench when Reese got into foul trouble. So again, we have the capabilities. It's just when we decide to do it or when we decide to, let's just chill for a little while. My job is to get that to consistently, we're going to come and we're going to give it our all every single time.
For all three of you, there's been times this season where rebounding has been an issue. You guys out-rebounded Northwestern 28-56, I think, tonight. What has been the focus in, crashing the boards and getting those rebounds to lead to the second chance points?
Hitting first. Hitting first. That's it. I'm sorry I say. Hitting first.
I'm just happy we won. We don't
Yeah.
really have to hear him.
It's just, again, game rewards toughness, rewards fundamentals, and those are the things we're always going to start practice with. So we tend to it. It's one of our daily vitamins, rebounding drills. And then when we get out-rebounded, there might be more than one.
Gosh.
Speaking a little to that, where have you seen your bigs develop, knowing that there is going to be much more physical play as you get into Big 12 play? But where have they developed to this point in the season?
I think we have some phenomenal passing bigs. It allows us, and we haven't relied heavily on it. You get glimpses of it, and it's in doses. And we want to make sure we do that just to keep teams on their toes. You don't know kind of what we're going to hang our hat on, and that's the beauty of our offense. But we have great facilitators in Kyra and Evie, and so I think that makes them special. And the physicality component, that's just going to be a work in progress. I think the more game reps we get, the better we're going to be. No, not to discredit our practice squad of guys, but they're taller, they're faster, they're stronger, they jump higher. So sometimes that can play a psychological edge. And we've got to do a better job of like, no, keep doing it, keep doing it. And then when you play somebody on your level, then you reap the benefits. So it's kind of the mind game. We got to make sure that they stay confident up here because they have the tool sets, the skill set, they have the tools. They just got to go unleash it.
What's given you the confidence to put LA in the starting spot, knowing that this is the second time that she started? What has given you the confidence to turn it over to a freshman, knowing that you could have other players do that?
Yeah, I think, we know LA from her sophomore year in high school. Through the recruiting process, we told her that you are going to be able to come here and play in the style of play that suits you. So why not Utah, right? And that's kind of what we were pitching. And so it was just a matter of time before she felt confident, comfortable. And she had some things she had to work through in the early preseason, and she's worked past that, and now she's ready to go. The beauty is, as we go through this stretch, and we're kind of banged up right now, we'll hopefully get Brooke back in a couple of weeks, and now we just have another guard and another, there were games where people have watched, and Brooke and Ellie are on the floor at the same time. And so that's going to be something that is going to really allow us to play at that pace and sustain that through Big 12 play. So, no, have the utmost confidence in her and all our guards. They get put in the position to score, to facilitate, to push pace, and they're very capable of it, and I believe in them 100%.
Lonnie, you guys held Boise State to only 10 points in the second quarter. I think they were 4 of 17 from the field in the second quarter. What was working for you guys defensively in that stretch that, kind of limited what they were able to do?
Yeah, I think we started to read their offense. We scouted very heavily all week, but we realized that they were trying to go to certain players, and they were looking for certain shots. So once we took that away, they had to figure it out. But I think our defensive intensity really blew up. We knew the first quarter wasn't the best, so that second quarter was our response. And I think defensively, that's what we did. Great. Awesome.
Thanks, you guys. Utes.